Okay, I think I'm almost ready to start. It's still a couple minutes before 11 my time, so I'm going to go ahead and wait, I guess, a couple more minutes before I jump into this. Alrighty, by my phone here, it looks like it is 11 o'clock on the dot, so looks like there's a couple of people on, so good morning or good afternoon or good evening, whatever time it is for any of you. Welcome everybody, and I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Hopefully a few more people will join us as we get going, but in any case, I want to go ahead and get the show on the road here. So this is my first time using the Radious mod for Warhammer 3, I believe. I did use it a little bit in Warhammer 2. If I used it at all in Warhammer 3, it was way back in the early days of Realms of Chaos. So I don't exactly know what to expect. I don't know how it has changed through the years, but I do remember it being a little bit heavy on the, how can I put this, on allowing lots and lots of armies. And it's a little bit of a faster playstyle, I think, in that sense, which is basically the opposite of the way that I normally play. So what I decided to do is use not only Radious, but I'm using a couple of additional sub-mods. One of them is a 40% increased upkeep for all armies and generals. And then the second one is, I believe, better garrisons. So it should make it a little bit harder to field as many armies as you normally do in Radious, and also make it a little bit harder to take the settlements, which is the way that I prefer it. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in. I think for purposes, first of all, absolutely gorgeous main menu screens here. I've been enjoying watching these for the last minute or so here. Obviously, the different demon lords, but anyway. And Warriors of Chaos, that's obviously Azazel there. Anyway, lost my train of thought. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump in. What I was thinking is, since I'm going to be playing Radious for the first time, I might as well use a faction, or at least a race, that I am somewhat familiar with. So, never tried Radious. I'm just now glancing at the chat. Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking of playing the Greenskins, and honestly, I'm thinking of playing Grimgore. Let me know if you feel like that's too boring, but I'm fairly familiar with the Greenskins. I feel like it would be a good way for me to get used to seeing exactly what's different about Radious without having to learn a brand new Legendary Lord at the same time. I'm going to glance through his mechanics here real quickly. I don't see anything that jumps out at me as radically different than how he is in vanilla. I wouldn't swear that there aren't any differences at all. In fact, there probably are some differences here. But it doesn't look radically different than what I would be used to in vanilla. So yeah, I'm going to lean towards playing Grimgore here. And in terms of our campaign settings, I just always default to Legendary very hard. I think I do want to leave it here on not Iron Man mode. That way I can take a save in the middle of turns. So yeah, I don't think anything really needs to be changed here. I'm just going to give 1 sec. Okay, Grimgore's fine. Good. As long as somebody else is okay with Grimgore, then I think that's what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to go ahead and jump in just a second. It looks like we got some different unit cards here, so that's pretty cool. Some of them are different, not all of them, obviously, but the... Actually, no. It's not different unit card. It's actually a completely new unit. At least as far as I know, that's a new unit for Radious. Same with these guys as well. These Orc boys with spears and these Black Orcs with great weapons. Anyway, we'll check them out. Once more, for anybody who has joined in the last minute or so, welcome, first of all. Thank you for joining me. It's always a lot nicer to be playing this game with some friends, but this is my first time playing Radious with Warhammer 3. I did play it a little bit back in the day in Warhammer 2. I'm using a couple of mods. One of them is an increased Upkeep mod, and the other one is an improved Garrisons mod. So it's not exactly going to be like the grand strategy set of mods that I normally use, but it's going to be not quite as over the top as Radious is by default. And anyone, please feel free to leave any comments, particularly if anybody has experience with Radious. I would certainly welcome any advice that you might care to give. But for the most part, this is kind of an experiment for me. I don't really know whether or not Radious is going to be the kind of mod that I'm going to want to play on a regular basis or not.
Let's give Gork a show. Get smashing.
I just realized I had the volume up on a second computer. That would not be great for me to have any interference here. Okay, so how they play looks pretty normal. Okay, so they're going to play the same way as vanilla, presumably. And let's give Gork a show, get smashing, certainly. Okay, so first things first, let's take a look at the map here and see what's different in Radious as opposed to vanilla. Well, the first thing that I see is it looks like we have two different settlements here. It's been a while since I have played Grimgore in vanilla, but I'm assuming he still only starts with one in vanilla, so this would be a change for sure. Okay. I'm not going to use auto-resolve probably at all. I don't normally do it. I guess possibly I might use it a little bit more in a live stream just for the sake of time. Didn't think about that. You know what? Thank you for the suggestion. I think maybe in the future I will go ahead and add a harder auto-resolve, although I don't know what the auto-resolve is by default on Radious. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so we got at least a couple other people here who haven't tried Radious as well. So this is good. This will be a learning experience for all of us. So we got ourselves a Goblin Big Boss here. And let's just find out what our... Okay, this is good, actually. Strategist works pretty well. For the most part, I like to use the Goblin Big Bosses as field agents. Although for this initial battle, I'm definitely going to want to get him into the army. And let me go ahead and do my usual thing here and get my camera settings set correctly. Yeah, let's go low, low, cinematic, cinematic, and high, high. All right, let's go ahead and get our Goblin Big Boss into our army. And so we're starting out with 2 units of Black Orcs with great weapons. So that should be interesting. Obviously, those are going to be the backbone of our army in the early going. We got some Orc Boys with spears, which is anti-large. So that's going to be pretty useful, potentially against ogres especially. We got some Orc Biggins here, also anti-large. Is this normal? I feel like Orc Biggins are not normally anti-large in vanilla. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I don't remember them being. Orc Arrow Boys, okay, decent melee, but actually pretty crappy as a missile unit. Got some Orc Boy Biggins. We'll use these hopefully to just kind of run down any fleeing enemies, and we got some Doom Divers. So that's a pretty decent starting army. We're obviously going to be attacking this army right here of the ogres here. They just got some Gnoblars, some Ogre Bulls, Gnoblar Trappers, and the Saber Tusk. Maybe we'll use our Boar Boys against those Saber Tusks just to keep them off of our flank. Okay, I don't really see anything particularly special to do here. Let me just double check. We're not going to be able to hit a second target, obviously, in the first turn. In terms of priorities here, after we take out that first army, we're probably going to want to come down here. Actually, no, we're probably going to want to come down here and head towards Karak, Vrag. It's only a size 8 garrison. That's interesting. Okay, this is only a size 7 garrison. So this is... I did add the mod. Okay, so this is where we can see the improved garrisons mod right here. We can see that has definitely increased. I'm pretty sure that's a bigger garrison than it would be in vanilla. I'm not sure if it's because of that garrison building or if it's because of the just the settlement building. But that looks like an awful lot of units for a tier 2 settlement. All right, let's go ahead and worry about that later. Let's go ahead and do our first battle here. Close victory. As I mentioned, I generally will be fighting every battle. I'll try to fight them fairly quickly so that we don't take up too much time. Welcome, welcome, anybody who's new. Very much appreciate you guys joining me today. And forgive any technical problems that there may be with the live stream. I'm still very, very new at this. I'm live streaming this week because it's we got ourselves about, well, not a foot of snow, but we got ourselves a pretty decent amount of snow here. Plus it's, I think, 1 degree outside Fahrenheit. So about, what would that be, about minus 31 for anybody who uses Celsius. So in other words, I'm not going outside today. Okay, so let's go ahead and excuse me. Let's go ahead and set up over here. They're well within range of our Doom Divers. They're going to have to come towards us, obviously. Let's just go ahead and get set up here in the middle. Get you guys on the flanks, maybe, or not quite the flanks, the outside interior. And you as well, okay. And then we'll get our arrows over here. Boar Boys. Let's just get you ready to go wherever the Saber Tusk pack heads. Grimgore, get ready to go charging in. And the Goblin Big Boss, I think I'm going to probably sit him out for the most part here. All right, let's go ahead and start the battle. Put you in guard mode. Now, I don't know whether or not Radious plays differently in battle as well as in campaign. Guess we'll find out. Is that the Saber-Tusk pack? Nope, those are the bulls. There's the Saber-Tusk pack. Well, let's get you in position here to shoot at those bulls. Still enjoying your BG3 series. Never played Warhammer Total War games, only historical, so curious to watch and see what it's like. Great. Well, I'm glad you joined anyway. Warhammer is really good. I mean, obviously, it's a completely different feel than the historical games, but there's just so much variety. There's so many interesting mechanics in Warhammer. Okay, let's go ahead and get our spear guys in first. And go ahead and get these guys in as well. Okay, go ahead and get in there. Grimgore, you join them. Okay, I want you to get right here. Okay, you guys now can go ahead and hit there, and you guys wrap around. Now, what are we going to do here? Go ahead and hit those arrow boys. Let's go ahead and try to hit them with our cav. Yeah, the big thing, but the big difference, I guess, or biggest difference between Warhammer and... Go ahead and do a rear charge into those guys. Between Warhammer and the historical titles is that there's magic, there's flying units, there's monsters. So just a lot more variety than what you generally get in historical titles. And don't get me wrong, I love the historical titles. Let's go ahead and do our little wah here. Should help us out. We are kicking butt against that Saber-Tusk pack. We're doing pretty well over here. It looks like we're winning pretty effectively everywhere, so that's good. Let's go ahead and get you charging in now as well. And let's go ahead and target him. Boom. Go ahead and keep running them down until they completely flee. You guys get around behind on them. You guys turn around. Thank you so much, Storm P. I very much appreciate that. To be honest with you, I'm surprised how many years later it is and how much I'm enjoying getting back into SWTOR. I've actually been... Let's go ahead and... I don't think we need to save the replay. Let's just end the battle. Yeah, it's an old game, and it's a little bit dated in the graphics and the combat engine, but it's still a lot of fun, mostly because I just really love the storylines. So I started getting back into it, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, and just mostly for myself, I started recording my playthroughs, and then I just decided to start editing them and posting them, just in case anybody else might be interested as well. Yes, SWTOR will never die. I hope it never dies, but I'm afraid that it will before too long. I can't imagine it's still growing at this point. Sunk a few hours into Rome's Divide et Impera. Oh, Divide et Impera is an awesome mod. Loved that. Yeah, Magic and Monsters does sound more fun. You know, it's a change of pace, is I guess how I would say it. There are times where I feel like playing the historical titles. You know, they're obviously much more realistic. They're more grounded in the real world. And since I studied history, you know, I will never stop enjoying those historical titles. But there's just deeper mechanics in Warhammer. And there's a time when that is more appealing to me. Okay, so we got ourselves a little bit of scrap here. We got some treasure, we got some XP, and I will always take a Talisman of Protection. 10% ward save. It's pretty good stuff. I think we'll take the money. We already got ourselves a level here, so we'll hit level 2 and we'll take a skill. If anybody who's new to Warhammer 3 wants me to like explain any of the mechanics, let me know. I do a lot of Let's Plays, and so I kind of figured most of the people who would be joining have at least seen some of those or at least know the game. But I'd be happy to take a minute or two out here and there to explain things if there's anything confusing. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and take Route Marcher. It looks like Radious gives you 2 skill points per level, or at least in the early going, which, depending on how that goes, if that continues for very long, I would say that's not my preference. I like it when every skill up feels meaningful. So when you start getting them too quickly, this is my problem with the Skull Taker campaign. When you start getting your skill ups too quickly, they become less and less meaningful each time. Just a personal preference. All right, I think we're going to make Grimgor really good in combat personally. So let's go ahead and just give him this line right here. He should have this talisman equipped now. He does. We also have an Iron Curse icon. I'm not going to give that to our Goblin. And we got the Immortals here. That's going to be obviously for our Black Orcs. Okay. So, 1 army down. Obviously they have an army here. They have a settlement down here. And they have another settlement down here. I feel like Karak Vrag, we'd better, since that's going to be the more difficult one to take. Now this is interesting because this is an ogre city, but it's telling me that they have walls. And correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but don't ogres in vanilla not get walls? Anyway, I want to hit it while the garrison is still relatively small. But at the same time, I want to make sure that we're doing recruiting. So it looks like we should be able to reach it next turn. If we move to here. And let's get ready to recruit. Quick check of the chat here. Eat captives. Now that should be an option for historical Total Wars. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you know what? There might be some factions historically that would apply to. I was wondering why you chose 40% over 80%. Yeah, just because I'm not familiar enough with the default, so I didn't know whether 80% was going to be like really debilitating. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if after testing it for a little bit, 80% would end up being my preference, but I didn't want to go too strong in that direction. So the army leader lords are kind of like the heroes in Three Kingdoms with skill trees and insane health pools. Kind of. It depends. So and you've got 2 types of characters in this game. So you've got lords who are your generals. You have to have a lord in charge of every army. And then you have what are called hero units, which can join armies or they can move around on the map by themselves as field agents. And some of them are going to be, as you mentioned, insane health pools. Some of them are going to be really good in melee combat, but then others won't be. Some of them are going to be wizards, and so they'll be good at magic, but pretty fragile if you let them get into melee. Others will be more ranged. Some of them are more beneficial on the campaign map than they are in battle. A good example of that is the Goblin Big Boss. He's not really particularly good in battle. You can beef him up a little bit to be decent in battle, but he's never going to be particularly good at it. Mountain Bannerlord is also very good. Have you enjoyed that as well? I actually have it on my wish list. I've never played it. I just need there to be more time in the day. It's definitely one that looks pretty intriguing, and I would like to play it, but I just haven't had time for it yet. All right, so here in the early going, I'm going to go ahead and I think lean heavily into melee units. Look at how much we can recruit right away. This is definitely a big difference with Radious. Normally, I feel like, even though the greenskins generally get quite a few recruitment slots, they don't get this many, I don't think. Let's go ahead and take a few more. Since we're fighting ogres, and ogres are mostly large, we're going to take some more spears here, because they're good at anti-large. And then, I think maybe we'll get a couple more great weapon units and maybe one more archer unit. So turn number 1, we're already going to be up to 18 units in this stack. Okay, this garrison over here, I just now see this, is actually extremely weak. So if they have an army over here, they could take that pretty easily. But I'm going to risk it. As far as we can tell, they don't have an army over here. If we look at their relative faction strength right here, they don't look terribly strong. Like, we're now definitely stronger than they are. And so they probably do have one more army other than this one right here, because that army by itself is not really all that strong. And we can't, they don't have an army inside their settlements. Well, you know what? If we end up losing, but I'm going to worry about the squigs later. Let's go growth for now. Speaking of growth, let's go ahead and beef that up. Okay. Let's check our research out here. At first glance, this looks different than what I'm used to with the greenskins, so I'm assuming Radious here has changed this as well. Unless Vanilla changed this with Omens of Destruction, because I have not played the greenskins since Omens of Destruction came out. All right, so we have armor and defense for goblins. We have hero action cost and success chance, and we have, okay, this is obviously what we want to do, because with Grimgor we want to go very heavy on the orcs, so that's what this is going to be for. And we'll check diplomacy out really quickly here, see if anybody wants to do anything. So these guys are a minor greenskins faction. We could be nice to them, but I feel like they're probably not going to last very long, so I'm not going to worry about it. Same thing with these guys. And nope, not going to really do any diplomacy here. Grimgor's not real heavy on the whole talking aspect of warfare. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Welcome anybody new. Thank you so much for joining. You guys are legends for keeping me company here today. This is, for anybody who missed it at the beginning, my first time using the Radious mod for Warhammer 3. We can already see that there are some differences with it. If anybody has any experience with Radious, please feel free to give me advice. We're using 2 sub-mods, one to increase the garrisons and the other to increase the upkeep costs, so that we won't be able to field quite as many armies as you can normally in Radious. Okay, so we got away with it right there. We're still vulnerable over here, but not as bad as we were. No army showed up over here, so that's a good thing. We, meanwhile, have a size 18 army right here, and all they have is a single lord and a pretty weak garrison here. So this is going to be the downside of using the improved garrisons mod. It's only going to be applicable for the first couple of turns probably, but sometimes when you use a garrison mod that changes the composition of settlement garrisons, when the new units appear, they appear at low replenishment, and they need a couple turns to get back up to full. So this is actually going to make this fight a little bit easier than it otherwise would be. But it's only going to last for a turn or two. Pyrrhic victory. This is interesting. So even with our huge advantage, because we have quite a strong army right now, but even with that advantage, we are expected to lose quite a few, not any units, but quite a few casualties. Let's take a quick look here at the battlefield layout. Okay, it's going to be a challenging walled city layout. They do have towers at every place where we can attack them from, but it's okay. We can certainly we can suffer a few casualties, and it'd be worth it to take over this city. So we're going to go ahead and jump in and fight it. Gives me a chance to take a sip of water here, and sorry for accidentally hitting my microphone in the process. Okay. We don't have any units that can hide. So they're going to see us coming, which is fine. We still outnumber them, so we should be okay. Let's just go ahead and do nothing fancy here. We'll go ahead and get Grimgor heading up the up through this gate, flanked by his Black Orcs. And maybe we'll get a couple of these guys with us. So, you plus you plus you, you're going to be my number 1. Now, we can hit over here. Let's get the Goblin leading the attack over here with these two. And, yeah, it's fine. And maybe some spears over here as well. So you guys are going to be my 3. I'm skipping 2 for now because I may decide to put somebody right here. But we're going to put some on the other side. We're going to make them basically divide their forces up to defend from every line of attack. Let's put you guys here. And maybe let's get 1 archer with you. You guys are going to be my 4. And then over here, you guys can be my 5. We'll go ahead and put the we'll put the cavalry. Yeah, actually, let's put you right here. You can go in any direction over here on this side. All right, I think we're ready to go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Ones, you all get forward here. Grimgor, go ahead and head straight into that gate. Let's go ahead and see how long it takes to climb the walls with our Black Orcs. I don't know whether Radious slows down wall climbing or not, but we will find out very soon. Jump over here to the 4s. What do they? They have almost nothing defending over here, so let's go ahead and climb up over here now as well. Get you moving forward. At 5s. It looks like for the most part they are conceding the walls. Let's get you forward like there. Okay, let's get you moving over this way. Alright, I just want to make sure Grimgor does not take any damage. Grimgor, why are you not a part of 1? I want to make sure he's not taking damage from our own Doomdiver catapults. There is friendly fire in this game, but it doesn't look like they're hitting him, so that's good. They're coming awfully close to it, though. Okay, so we're up on the walls right here. Let's check out over here. Breaking through that gate, not quite up. Over here, not quite up, and not quite up. Okay. I'm going to wait, because the pathfinding, unfortunately, there, wow, the gate's already down. Very nice. Let's go ahead and turn off. Let's turn off the shooting here. I don't want to do any friendly fire now with our Doomdiver catapults. Let's get you in through there, preferably. Let's get you guys. You guys get in on them. You guys can get in on them as well. You guys go ahead and try to get in here. Okay, wait a minute. Why are you... There we go. Let's get you all on those gorgers. if possible. You're sure taking your sweet time getting through that gate. Not too crazy about that. Alright, over here we got the walls pretty much... Oh, hello. They just took some massive damage right there. Let's get you back out of there. That was obviously a wizard who did that. Let's get you guys right here, down here on the wall, or down on the control point as well. And you guys... You get down here as well. 4s, how are we doing up here? Not really anybody stopping us up there. There is somebody right here. In a minute, we'll try to attack them. There's literally no enemies at all up there, though. Okay, I don't know why Grimgor keeps dropping out of the control group, but it's fine. Let's get you guys on them. Okay, you over here. You are fighting those Iron Guts. Let's get you... See if we can get you to break through now. Okay, you have taken massive damage. That is not good. I somehow managed to not see that happening. That's fine. You'll break and run away. Hopefully you won't be wiped out. But it's a little bit late for us to stop it from happening. You guys, go ahead and get down here. I'm surprised they haven't broken yet. Okay, who else is getting beaten up here? You're fine. How are you guys doing? You can help out right here. We should be pretty... Wow, they're not broken yet. Okay, so I can tell already that the... Here, let's get you guys fighting them. The leadership is different in this game. I'm sorry, in Radious. It's definitely taking a lot longer for things to route. Which is fine. We'll make that adjustment. It shouldn't be too difficult of an adjustment to make. Let's try to get you guys up on the wall now. It's just going to take a little while to get through that. It does seem... excuse me. It seems like maybe the battles are a little bit slower paced than they are in... Let's go ahead and do this. Than they are in vanilla, which suits me fine. I generally like a more... a less arcadey feel to my battles anyway. Okay, so let's get all of our 3s now headed up here. You, I'm just going to get you out of the fight. I don't want you to take any more damage. You've already taken enough. Let's go ahead and get you guys up here. Let's get back to 1. How are we looking right here? Yep, they're all broken. Well, almost. They're not quite broken there. 5s. Okay, we're still fighting these guys. Blood Nobblars, that's a new unit. Okay, our cavalry here is getting a little bit damaged. Let's get you guys out of here as well. Grimgor, I want you on the enemy lord here. And you guys go ahead and press on them. We're also getting shot by these interior towers. There's just nothing we can do about that. We still have not won over here, okay? Well, you know what we're going to do is we're going to get you guys down there to take that control point. Right here, you guys are headed up that way. That's fine. I would like to hurry up and take them out. Let's go ahead and get you helping... No, actually help these guys out. You guys over here, help them out. Should just be a matter of time at this point. I should be able to speed up here pretty quickly. I don't want to overdo the speeding up, but... Oh, we've lost a victory point. Where did we lose a victory point? Did we lose it over here? Huh. Not sure. Not sure what happened. Meanwhile, our 4s, you guys are about to take that. Our 5s, you guys have won your fights over here. So let's go ahead and get you up here. Alright, now you guys have escaped. I think it probably is going to be safe to get you back up here now. How are we doing here? We still have not taken out the enemy lord. Probably once we take him out, everybody else might rout. But they're definitely holding on longer than I thought they would. Longer than I would expect them to in regular vanilla. Go ahead and apply the debuff there to the enemy lord. And how are we doing here? We're still fighting right here. We just took that point, so we can keep moving on up to here, to the main victory point. Let's go ahead and do our wah. Okay, you guys right here have taken quite a lot of damage. However, we do have them wavering at this point, so we should be okay. You can actually... Let's make sure we take the point here. Okay, they're broken right there, so that's good. Once we take this point, that tower will collapse. Any moment now. Any moment now. There we go. And then you can try to get into the middle. Okay, our 4s, you guys are making your way there, and our 5s, you guys are making... Some of you are making your way in. Okay, back to our 1s. How are we doing? Have we taken out the enemy lord yet? It looks like we have. Let's try to get you guys up here. And you 2. You 3. You get up that way as well. Should be just about over. Somewhere they must have like 1 unit left that's not broken. But it looks to me like pretty much everywhere we are in control. Now, you guys have taken so much damage, I actually think I'm going to... Who are they shooting at? Okay, that's fine, actually. Yeah, I'm just going to leave you guys over here. I don't want you to get into any more trouble. Okay, where is the fighting? Somewhere there's got to be... You're getting shot, but that's probably just from a tower. I don't see an enemy unit that's not routed. Tell you what, you can chase them down. Where, oh where? They probably have a Noblar that is like stealthed out somewhere. Still, it's got to be up here, right? I'm pretty surprised that they haven't mass routed at this point. I would say this is a big difference with the Radious mod, is that things take a lot longer to break. Which is okay. I don't mind it, but it does take some adjusting, for sure. Alright, Grimgore, how are we doing here? We're still working our way up here to this control point. I think I can speed up at this point. 3s, how are you doing? Let's go ahead and get you moving forward, actually. No reason not to get you forward. You guys... There we go. Victory. Okay. I still don't know. Was that them? I'm just looking around to see where that last enemy unit would have been. I still don't see it. It must have been these guys right there. Alright, anyway, let's end the battle. I think we did better than a Pyrrhic victory. We did get a little bit dinged up here on a couple of our units, but for the most part, we avoided heavy casualties. So we did overperform what auto-resolve would have given us. Close victory instead of a Pyrrhic victory. Okay, a little bit more scrap. Pretty decent money. And pretty good experience. Let's see if that's enough to level Grimgore up to 3. It is indeed, so he's going to get probably 2 more skill points. And we're going to... let's just occupy. I don't think we need to go crazy over 1680 gold or teeth or whatever the currency for the greenskins is called. Okay. So now... we're going to get some decent replenishment this turn, but we can still do a little bit more recruiting. Let's go ahead and keep bumping up. Let's give you 1 point here in your red line, but keep bumping up Grimgore's ability to be awesome in battle. Let's go ahead and give our Goblin Big Boss Assassinate Specialist and Block Army, because I'm going to use him more as a field agent than as a battle participant. Okay, and with our last two, you know what I should do? I should have done this already. I should have checked to see if we could recruit. Yep, sure enough, we can recruit Black Orc Big Bosses. I should have done this already. Okay, so let's go ahead and give Cunning. We'll take one who's cunning and one who's strong. Strategist. I'm going to wait and see if we get another one that's better than that for next turn. You guys cannot join the army just yet, but I tell you what, one of you can go ahead and take the Iron Curse icon. And I'll leave Scram in the army just for this turn, just for the replenishing. Okay, so we have ourselves a landmark, but we're not nearly big enough yet. We need to get up to tier 4 before we can build it. We will, however, go and take the Cave of Shinies for sure. I guess Shinies are the name of the greenskin currency. We're going to go ahead and take the Garrison building. We're going to go ahead and take the Control building, and I think maybe a Money building as well. Now, let's look at the military here. Let's look at this landmark first of all. So this landmark unlocks it enhances Black Orcs. So we want to make sure that we will be able to recruit Black Orcs in this province, which, if I look here, is this going to give me the capability to do it? No, it will not. So we want to build, we actually want to probably demolish this building in time in Eagle Eyries, and we want to build it instead here in Karak Vrag. You can go ahead and be upgraded, however. The growth building can be upgraded. We'll do that. And I think what I will do is raise a second army over here, just as a defensive army. Let's focus on orcs because we are Grimgore. Oh, we don't have the money to do this. Wow. You know what? Let me go back and not upgrade you just yet. And maybe... we definitely want this. I think I want the control. Okay, I'll build that later. For now, this is sufficient. Okay, so now we have 33, 15, and we want to go ahead and recruit a lord now. We want to focus on orcs, like I said, because we are Grimgore. I could do an orc war boss. They're fairly cheap, and their upkeep is only 182. Or I could do a Savage Orc Shaman. I assume these guys get Foot of Gork, right? I think I'm going to take the Orc War Boss for now. Enemy province control debuff and base weapon damage. Or cunning. I'm going to go with cunning. Okay, call me crazy, but I like cunning. And then what we're going to do is recruit a few units over here as well. We'll give you... I think we'll give you some orc boys with spears. And that's just about all we can afford. We'll give you 1 unit of orc arrow boys. Okay. Alright. So, Knob Nails here. In 1 turn, he will be size 6. And then the garrison will be closer to replenished. I feel like that's probably going to be good enough to defend. Hopefully. And we will be pressing the attack with Grimgore over here towards Black Fang. Now the thing is, we know somewhere they have another army. And I'm not sure where it is. I'm pretty sure this is not their only army. If we look at their relative faction strength, that looks to me like that there's another army probably floating around somewhere. Okay. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's check, actually, let's do this. Let's check all of our diplomacy out. Do we, actually, you know what? I might want to do this just for the money now. 740, nope, not worth it. Darkland Orcs. 781, not worth it. Peace treaty, definitely don't want to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and do an intern. Actually, let me save the game. Got to remember to do that, and then do an intern. Sorry, I did it again. One good thing about the early game is that the interns don't take very long. Okay. Encountered the Chaos Dwarfs. My guess is we will be at war with them very soon. We also built that. I probably didn't need to build that yet, but it's fine. Okay. So, Grimgore. First things first, let's get our heroes into your army now. And we can't reach to attack this turn, but what we can do is we could start raiding. Do we need the extra replenishment? I feel like probably not. But for now, we're going to move to here and just see what they've got here. Okay, so there's their second army. And it's pretty small right now. Okay, I feel like... Let's see how much we would get from raiding. 177. It's not a ton, but there's no reason to not do it. Plus, we can still get replenishment in that stance, so that's good. You, quite frankly... Maybe we bring you down here to join the fight. Are we at war with anybody else? No, we are not at war with anybody else. Let's see who hates us. Who is likely to declare war on us? Okay, so both of the Chaos Dwarf factions are very likely to declare war on us. However, none of the ogres look like they are likely to. Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and risk trespassing. If I were to move you in march stance, you can get there in 2 turns. Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to go to here. And I think we'll be able to reach next turn to be able to reinforce the attack. Which means for this turn, we can just go ahead and conceal ourselves so they don't know we're over there. Okay, and obviously we don't have enough money to really do anything with our settlements. How much is this going to cost? Actually, we can go ahead and do this. I don't see any reason why not. And since we're not recruiting, I can go ahead and demolish this now. We'll get a little bit of money out of that. Research available. Okay, armor for orc infantry, weapon strength for orc infantry. This is good for pump wagons and chariots. We also could do some of these down here. These are for scrap upgrades. I will unlock those soon enough, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and focus on this. And what I might do with the 133 scrap that we've got, we probably can't now. Wait a minute. Where's my scrap upgrade mechanic? Does the button not appear anymore unless you have unlocked the ability to? That's probably what it is. If I go back here into technology, yeah, we probably need to take. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not seeing regular orc units here. I see the savage orcs. Okay, there we go. Orc boys. What about... I don't see anything. You know what? I can do a search here. If I look for black orcs, I don't see any... Oh, right there. Okay, I'm just blind. Okay. So maybe we have to unlock these technologies before we will get the scrap upgrade button. That must be what it is. Okay. So I don't know if that's different in vanilla now or if that is just because of Radious that it works that way. In any case, we'll adjust to it. So again, nothing to do with our settlements. They're not in imminent danger of rebelling. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Oh my. I'm ready for it to get above freezing again and stop snowing. Anybody else on the east coast of the U.S.? Because I think we're getting snow pretty much up and down the eastern seaboard, aren't we? Okay, faction destroyed, Darkland Orcs. Demolition complete. So we got a little bit of money out of that. And, of course, we get pretty good money now from that Cave of Shinies. So that's good. That army does not look too formidable. I don't see any reason to not go ahead and encircle this last settlement. Decisive victory, obviously. Let's go ahead and encircle. And like I said, we're going to risk trespassing with this army. Ooh, I don't know. Can they even reach? We're going to find out. So those Chaos Dwarves are not going to like that we're trespassing, but you know what? They hate us already anyway. I doubt if it's going to take very long for them to declare war on us. Anyway, okay, this is good. This army did get close enough to help reinforce. We don't need their help, but we want them to benefit by getting some experience. So let's go and take a look at the battlefield. Just a regular old field battle. They've got lucky gets with shields. They've got more of them. Some with dual weapons. They've got some ogre bulls. Yeah, nothing particularly fearsome here. They, the Lord is a wizard, and the hero there is he's a melee specialist. It's fine. I don't think we're going to struggle too much in this fight. While this is loading, I'm actually going to step away for just one moment and see a man about a horse. Okay, I am back. Thankfully, I didn't lose everybody. All right. I don't think there's any need to do anything special here. The one consideration is we want to make sure that that army doesn't get destroyed by all of them. So we're just going to charge forward and make sure that we engage them so that the fight is already going on by the time our reinforcements arrive. So all I'm going to do is basically get all of you lined up in one great big line, give you control group 3, and I'm going to lock that control group. I'm going to use you guys as my reserves. Get some archers back here. Get my cav on the flank, and of course, you guys. You should be able to open fire right away. I guess we don't need to charge in right away. We'll give them a minute to see if they come towards us. And this goblin, I'm going to leave you back here just in case they get flankers around that I don't notice. You can help to defend the Doomdiver catapults. All right, let's go ahead and start the battle here. We're opening fire. It doesn't really matter. They can shoot at whoever they want to. Let's get you guys on guard mode as well. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn you a little bit like this. Let's get our 3s moving forward just a tad. Our archers should be about ready to open fire here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to pull you guys around like this. And I'm going to put you on 4 because I don't want you to join what I'm going to do with everybody else, which is to go charging forward. And Grimgore, I want you going towards the enemy lord. I want you to help out right over here. You guys now try to get over here like this. I want you to help out over here. You guys try to work your way around the flank. There looks like a possibility of breaking through that hole right there. You can get around behind like that. And at this point, I probably don't want you shooting anybody anymore. You will just end up doing friendly fire. Okay, Okay, you go ahead and get around the flank here. Grimgore, how are we looking here? Let's go ahead and do this. Debuff the enemy lord. And try to get in there and actually hit him, dude. Okay, you right there, you can go ahead and you can crash into them from behind. Okay, you over here, how we doing? Let's get you guys right here. Let's get you all crashing into them from behind. Okay, let's go ahead and do our wah. And our reinforcements are here, but likely to be too late to actually join the fight. Okay, how are you guys doing? Not really much for you to shoot at, is there? Let's try to get you around the flank here. Alright, how are we doing right here? Okay, I want you actually to pull out. Actually, you know what? Never mind. You're fine where you are. Let's get you guys over here. And you can help the fight right there. Meanwhile, the big fight in the middle is really the only thing left. And Grimgore, I'm not sure why you're not. I guess my own troops are stopping you from being able to reach. This is the sort of aggravating thing about this game. Okay, looks to me like we're about to win over here. Oh, those guys are not broken, and they're getting into my arrows. Well, take a shot at them, guys. Okay, over here, let's cycle charge with you, or actually don't even cycle charge, just never mind. Never mind. All right, so let's go ahead and maybe get... Let's get our arrows, actually, if we can get you guys shooting at him. Grimgore. Everybody try to run him down, but I have a feeling we're not going to be able to. You guys just get out of the way. You guys can get over there. You can catch up. Let's get you guys over this way as well. And you over here. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up. He looks like he's faster than Grimgore, but he's not going to be faster than our orc Boar Boy Biggins. So we should be able to cut him off up here. Which will then give Grimgore... Why did you stop? Why did you stop? My goodness, it drives me insane. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and try to slow him down right here. And watch us completely fail to do so. No, okay, we didn't fail. He's down to 5 HP. Guys, can you do 5 HP? Yes, you can. Very good. Well, I already like Radious better than Vanilla just because of that. I feel like maybe Grimgore, when I picked Grimgore, he might have been too easy of an option. I feel like starting out with the 2 settlements instead of just 1 is a little bit OP. I'm kind of thinking, I mean, it's still very early into testing out Radius here, but I'm kind of feeling like it's going to appeal more to people who like a really faster pace of play, which is okay for me as a change of pace every once in a while, but most of the time it's not my preferred pacing. But if anybody has any thoughts on that, please feel free to let me know. The battles are slower. The battles are definitely slower, but the campaign feels faster. Okay, pretty good shinies here. Another 3,000 XP, which probably means another 2 skill points. Wow, no, it's going to mean 4 skill points. We gain 2 levels out of this. Okay, we're going to occupy, and we now have province secured, and we also have wiped out the enemy faction. Okay, we'll take that. Enemy killed in battle. Enemy killed in battle. Victory over the ogres. That's good. We'll take that. Gained a wolf mount. Province secured. Gained a Dragon Helm. Issue a commandment. Oh. Oh, no. The faction's not destroyed because they still have that camp. All right. Well, we'll rectify that very, very soon. Okay, so we'll use you for now to defend Black Fang, probably, just in case the Chaos Dwarfs over here get any ideas. You know what? We need to find out who they are at war with, because they are very, very strong. They're a minor Chaos Dwarf faction, but they must start out very, very strong. I seem to remember them starting out very strong. Yeah, in fact, they're the #1 faction in the game. Interesting, okay. And they're not at war with anybody. All right. Fair enough. We'll wait and see if they declare war on us, but we probably have bigger fish to fry right now. So Grimgore, next turn, we're going to get you up there to finish off the Ogre faction. In the meantime, we're back to having pretty decent money. Let's go ahead and do our skill ups here. Let's give you the red line. Grimgore, we're going to give you... Do I want to go for Lightning Strike? Let me see what all these others are right here. We have Upkeep Reduction, Campaign Movement Range, Recruit Rank. It's good. It's not necessarily a priority. Really Green is definitely not a priority. Mob Boss is not a priority. Out-Clevering would be nice, but again, not a priority. Lightning Strike normally is a priority for me, but I feel like in a Greenskins campaign, it's a little bit less important because we're usually going to be the ones with the larger numbers. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to give you Deadly Blade and I think Choppas and probably Foe Seeker, unless I would rather do this. That's for subterranean battles. Yeah, I'm going to give you Foe Seeker. Did we get any more magic items? Yes, we got the Dragon Helm. And no more ancillaries. Okay, Scram. You can have Specialist and Damage Walls. And I'm going to pull you out of the army starting next turn, I think. Okay, you can have Armor and Melee Defense. Same for you. Okay. And I should remember now that we still have one more Black Orc Big Boss that we can recruit. I think maybe Confident. Yeah, let's go Confident. Okay, and he is going to join Knobnails' army. And then Grimgore's army will just head up this way. Okay, now we can afford to do upgrades in our settlements. This is obviously very important to do that. And I think maybe level 2. I guess we'll go ahead and do this. And we still have a little bit more left. Eagle Eyries. Let's go ahead and start giving you the garrison building. And we need to issue a commandment. We'll go ahead and take Growth and Control, I think. I don't see why not. We'll check our diplomacy out. Yeah, they're just about wiped out. Tusk Sons, you guys have actually survived a little bit longer than I expected you to. Would I want to consider a non-aggression pact? Let's see where they are. How far away from us are they? I think it's more likely that I will confederate them by defeating their lord rather than confederating them through diplomacy. So I am not going to do any dealing with them. And Folg, interestingly enough, now is no longer interested in peace. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take a quick save. We've got 200 scrap now, but we still presumably don't have the option to do any upgrades. Okay, so we'll use it on the technology after we finish our current research. Recruit WA mobs. Okay, we haven't unlocked any of those yet. Oh, there's the scrap upgrades. It's a separate button here now instead of here. Is this the change that they made in vanilla? I feel like now this is now ringing a bell. This is a change that they made with the latest update, isn't it? Okay, so we can give Immortal's armor to best blades, but we have to unlock. Okay, so some of these guys do indeed have scrap upgrades available, but actually it looks like just these guys. Physical resistance. Okay, it's going to be hard for me to say no to that, so let's go ahead and... Can I do it for both of them? Looks like I can. Okay, did it work? Why? Oh. Wait a minute. There we go. Yes, it worked. Okay. Yep, our scrap is down to 114. And... Yep, shows right there. They do have the 1 out of 3 unit upgrades. Very nice. Okay, I do like the system better. Yeah, it's all ringing a bell now. Okay, let's go ahead now and... Let's see what our objective is. Issue a commandment. Okay, we're going to get credit for that as soon as we hit intern. And I think we're good. Let's go ahead and do our intern now. If anybody has a preference for who our next war target should be once we wipe out the ogres here, please feel free to let me know. Okay, mission successful. Got a Shrieking Blade. We'll give that to one of our orcs, our orc heroes. Okay, Shrieking Blade, there it is. Capture 2 provinces, okay. Population surplus, raiding, faction encountered, and some ranks gained. Very good, okay. Let's go ahead and give the sword first of all. We'll give it to you. No, not to Grimgore. I feel like, don't you already cause terror or fear? Maybe if you don't, maybe I will give it to you. Okay, I guess you don't. I'll give it to you for now, and then later on I'll move it over to one of these Black Orc big bosses. And you can get hard to hit. And the same for you. Okay. And Grimgore's army... First things first, we're going to move you up to here. And we're going to put this Black Orc Big Boss into his army. Oh, hello. I just now noticed this. Okay, so Cathay. The caravans are not worth as much as they used to be worth, but I don't really see any reason not to fight them since they're right here. They certainly don't like us. They're not super strong. Okay, we're going to go ahead and wreck that caravan, and then we will move on up and wreck that Black Fang camp right after that. If I moved you back this way... If I move you to here, does that make you close enough to join this fight? I feel like it should. We'll move you just a little bit closer. Oh, I can't. Now I can. Okay. I guess it's because I'm not at war with them. All right, let's go ahead and declare war here.
The dragons have
Decisive victory. Yes, they are joining the fight. Okay, what do we have here? Terracotta automatons. Okay. Imperial Road Watch. Bunch of them. Are these new to Radious? I'm not an expert on Cathay and Vanilla, but I feel like these are new units. The Iron Hail Gunners are not. Okay, they actually have a pretty decent army right there. However, they're not as good as we are. Let's go ahead and wreck them. Either my chat has gone quiet for a while or something's wrong with my second screen, and either one of those is possible. But anyway, for anybody who has recently joined the chat, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, and feel free to say anything. I do glance at the chat as often as I can. All right, I don't think we need to do anything particularly fancy, but I do want to make sure that these guys don't suffer more casualties than they need to. So I'm going to pull them out and put them in reserve. But everybody else, I think what I'm going to do... Where are those Jade... no, sorry, the Iron Hail Gunners. The Iron Hail Gunners are my biggest concern. So what we want to do, and their range is 110. I think what I want to do is shoot at them with my artillery. They are just out of range right now, but they presumably will start coming forward after I pepper some of their front line with my artillery. But what I want to do is I want to get a strike team over here. And that's going to include my goblin. Where are my reinforcements coming in? Some of them are over there. Where are the others coming in from? From over there, okay. So this is my garrison right there. I'm going to ignore the garrison, but my second army's coming in over there. Okay, so I want these archers and maybe some spear units. You guys as well. I want all of you all as a strike team. So you're going to be my 5. You are going to head into the trees and hide so that they forget about you. And then you're going to run around and try to get into their back line here. Now, on this side, I will try to get my cavalry into the back line against those Iron Hail Gunners right there. So I'm going to put you on 6. Nobody else here is at all fast. In fact, we're incredibly slow. But I'm going to put you 3 on 1, and you're going to head towards the enemy lord. Might as well get you out of the water. And then all of you all, let's do this. Let's do spears intermittently throughout the front here. You guys all like this. You're going to be my 3s. And like I said, you are going to hang back and be my reserve in case they get somebody back here on our Doom Diver catapults. Okay, I think we're ready to get started here. We're going to open fire. We're going to give them a moment or two to take some damage, and then they will decide to start coming towards us. And then when they do, we'll start shooting at their Iron Hail Gunners. Oh, you know what I need to do is my 5s. I need to get you guys into the trees so you're hidden. Okay, now we can speed up again. Actually, you know what? Nope, they're still just out of reach. It's okay. They'll move forward in a moment. There we go. Now they're all starting to come forward. Okay, I want you to shoot at them now. And my 3s, get ready. My 6, I want you around behind. My 5s, are you all hidden? Yes, you are. That's very good. That's what we want. When they get a little bit closer to being... Actually, some of them are headed up that way. That's interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Let's get our 1s moving forward here. Let's get our 3s moving forward a bit, and we'll go ahead and get all you guys. You guys can actually crash the back line now as well. Okay, 3s, we're going to put you in a locked control group. 5s, we're now ready to get you over here. 6s, get over here. 5s, you just go ahead and... Oops, sorry, 3s, you go ahead and charge in. 1s, you guys try to break through here. What do we have here? We've got an annoying cavalry unit over here, so let's just get them shot to pieces here. I want you to get around on the... Look at that. Nice. Try to get in on them if you can. You guys actually separate and help out there. You keep heading in on them, and you head in on him. Go ahead and speed up. Come on, guys. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. That ought to take care of that. Yep, you can go ahead and do this now as well. All right, you... Okay, try to get it down here. Our little surprise didn't work particularly well, did it? Come on, guys. You can take care of them, and then you guys up here. You guys are supposed to be going a little faster than that. Okay, let's get you two shooting at them. Let's get you guys at this point. Let's get you over here. You're on them. Okay, go ahead and wah. Let's go ahead and get you on him. You two are shooting him to pieces. That's good. You go ahead and crash into the back right there. I think we're doing all right here. I think I want you to stop firing. Let's take you off fire at will. Get you in there. Okay, Grimgore. You got yourself sidetracked, didn't you? That's fine. It's fine. Let's get you guys now shooting at him. Oh, no, 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 no. Right here. Take them out. You actually run them off the map. We don't want them to turn around and start shooting at us again. Okay, I think we're fine. I think that should just about do it. Grimgore. Let's just wait for him to get in here. You guys get in here as well. There we go. Okay, now Grimgore, you can get in over here. Go ahead and do this. We're winning most up and down the line, but they held on longer than I thought they might. Let's get you guys. Wow, you're really slow. Really slow here. Okay, let's get you guys now headed over here. You can fire into them from behind. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, now you guys can do this. And we should be able to finish him off pretty quickly, I would hope. Yeah, the pace of the battle feels a little bit more like it did with the mod that I tried. It may have been Hecleus's battle mod that slows down the pace of battle. Okay, this guy should be... There we go. He's dead. Okay. Now all of you all get in on them, and I'm surprised they're not all routing right now. Well, they will be soon. All of them are. There we go. They're critical. Oh, the terracotta automatons have they have binding rather than leadership, or rather than just morale. Okay, I think that should just about do it. As soon as they disintegrate. No. There we go. Okay. All right. In battle. Okay. Nothing is hidden in someone else's drawer. Time for another sip of water here. Yeah, definitely the next time I play Radious, I will have to try a more challenging faction because Grimgor here feels very, very strong. And I wonder how many factions start with 2 settlements instead of 1. Okay, let's go ahead and take... I think we'll take the shinies here. We can always use more shinies. Got another level. So now I'm interested to find out, are we going to keep getting 2 skill points per level past level 5? Or does it stop at level 5? For some reason, 5 levels rings a bell. Okay. Follower gained. Okay, we got an idol. Carva, that's fine. Got ourselves a war boar, ×2. Now, you no longer have enough movement to join us in that fight up there, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and give you Blade Master and maybe Du Bois. Weapon strength and base missile damage for orcs. I think that'll be good. Grimgor, I want to do the same thing with you. I want you to have Du Bois, because don't you get a benefit for like Black Orcs? Okay, so would this benefit Black Orcs? It says Orc Infantry Units. I'm assuming that that does include Black Orcs. It does indeed. Okay, so we want this ×2. So yes, we did still get 2 skill points per level, even at level 6. All right. Our Goblin Big Boss, we're going to give you Assassinate and Block Army. You can now have Deadly Blade and get back here. Same for you. And you get Dead-Ard and Hard to Hit. Oh, and Hard to Hit and Hard to Hit. Okay, so this army now no longer can join this battle up here. Cannot quite get within reinforcing range. But that's fine, because I'm pretty sure we can win this battle with just Grimgor's army. Let's go ahead and take a save here real quick. And then go ahead and attack. Decisive victory. It's going to be a minor settlement battle. That's fine. Let's go ahead and fight it. I mean, I always laugh when AI attack my hidden units. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit aggravating when the AI seems to know where things are hidden. It really aggravates me when they very clearly can see our ambushing armies, even though they don't technically pull us out of ambush stance. Yeah, you know, the AI needs all the help they can get, right? It's easy for me to say that when I'm winning battles easily. I don't feel quite the same way when I'm losing battles. Okay. All right, so I don't see any reason, again, to not just divide up our forces and attack them from every angle that we possibly can. So we're going to get Grimgore and the Black Orcs here on 1. We're going to get you and you guys on 2. We'll just start going counterclockwise around the way here. Got another one over here. We'll give it to you plus you plus you. So you're 3s. And then one more, I believe. Yep, right here. You guys will be my 4s. Nothing particularly fancy here. We're going to get you guys over here as well. And we're also going to get you guys over here. I may not even move these guys forward. This is really more to try to draw some of the enemy units over to this side, which will then weaken their defenses at the other choke points. So let's go ahead and start battle. Let's go ahead and run in first and foremost with our toughest units, our biggest, meanest, toughest units. You guys, right there. 3. Yep, just Noblars right there. And then 4s. Yeah. That works for me. If they want to stand there and let our Doom Divers hit them, that is just fine. And then once they move out of the way, we'll are they really going to come out? They are. Okay, you guys shoot them. You guys stop. You stop as well. They're going to let us shoot them. Okay, now over here, Grimgore. Guess that was kind of pointless, wasn't it? No enemy lord to duel with over there. You guys right here. It's just going to take a little bit of time to smash through there. This should not take as long right up here. And our 4s. How we doing here? They are just getting shot to pieces right there. That works for me. Okay, back to 1s. Let's make sure that we're fighting both of those units. And you, let's focus on them. Our 2s right here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and speed up a little bit because it's just going to take us a little while to fight our way through the choke points. How are they doing there? They have not broken yet. Let's slow down. I don't really desperately want you to go charging in by yourself. So you guys get back here. Okay, we can wah. You guys should be able to shoot them again. Plus the Doom Diver should be hitting them as well. Yeah, they're slowly taking damage. Let's speed up again. Okay, at this point I feel like I can sneak my cavalry through here and get them up to here. I don't think these guys are going to be able to stop them. Back to 1s right here. They are not broken yet, but they're pretty close. Right here, same thing. Right here. Yep, same thing. And 4s. They are not broken, but like I said, we were able to get our cav right past them. As long as they're going to stay there and get shot. Okay, you know what? It's time now for you guys to get in on them. You keep running. I want you to get here. Okay, 2s look like maybe we've won. Yep, okay. Let's get our 2s into the middle. Maybe one of you get over here. 3s. Same thing. Let's get you over here. 4s. Okay, they're broken. That's good. You guys are about to take this. Let's just go ahead and take our melee units and put them up here. Let's get our archers continuing to shoot. They're shattered. Never mind, you don't need to continue to shoot. And instead, we'll get you over here. And now you can stop firing. Back to 1s. Take them out. You know what? Go for him. Okay, 2s. Yes. For now, you can go ahead and start taking that point right there. 3s, you're on your way, and 4s. Okay, shattered. That's good. You guys now. What we need you to do is probably just delay him. You know what? You can come over this way. Draw him over here if you can. We'll get Grimgore. Speed up. Speed up, Grimgore. There you go. Let's get you guys on him. Grimgore, you as well. And go ahead and actually try to do this. You guys, make sure you take this control point. You guys get over here as well. Let's go ahead and speed up. Where are our 3s at here? Just about to take that point. Okay, there we go. 3s up into the middle now. 2s. Let's get our 2s on him. These guys are actually not broken. You turn around and finish them off. Grimgore. Yep, you stay on him, and let's speed up again. He's trying to build this barricade. Yep, okay, go ahead and get in on him. Boom, boom. You guys, boom. All of you on him. Right here, we've taken that. You guys can now get into the middle as well. Did we take all of the other control points at this point? You guys right there are trying to run away. Let's bring you around to stop them. Here, and then after that. Nope, never mind, they're shattered. You can get up here. There we go, victory. Okay, now we just want to kill him, if at all possible. Grimgore, try to slow him down. Let's get you out of the way, you out of the way, you out of the way, and you guys out of the way. And you 3 finish him off. Grimgore, speed up. You guys use your abilities here. And let's see if we're able to do it. Looks like we're doing pretty good damage to him. Yep, we got him. Okay, very good. Okay, went through the full Kugath campaign by. That's a blast from the past. Looking forward to see some Epidemius campaign. Would it be on the list for this year? You know, actually, I messed around a little bit with Epidemius on my own, but I love all of the Nurgle lords. Honestly, maybe my least favorite, and I like him, but my least favorite is actually probably the one, what's his name now? I've already forgotten his name. Not Epidemius, but the other one that was added in Thrones of Decay. The one that I did a super long campaign with. Anyway, I kind of would say his campaign is my least favorite of the 3 because he's just too powerful. Anyway, yeah, Epidemius. I love Epidemius. I will happily play another Nurgle campaign. Did you create your groups yourself or use that mod that do it automatically? I create them myself. If you mean the control groups, I'm assuming that's what you mean. The control groups, yeah, I created them myself. If you mean something other than control groups, let me know. The only mods I'm using in this playthrough are there's 4 mods that form Radious, and then I'm using the 2 sub-mods, one of them that makes Garrisons stronger, and the other one that increases the upkeep costs so that we cannot field as many armies. So that's all of the mods that I'm using for this playthrough, for this campaign. Okay, let's go ahead and take... Kind of underwhelming to get 475 treasury, but you know what? Everything here is underwhelming, so let's take it. Faction destroyed, Folg. Okay, there we go. So that's 1 down. We are at war with Cathay now, the Jade Custodians, but they don't really count because we don't share a border with them. So the next question is going to be, where do we want to go next? And I think what we're going to want to do is probably this path to the east. I'm surprised that that what's his name, Kolek, hasn't come down here and taken any of these yet. But I think what we're going to do is move up this way and confederate these guys by defeating their lord in battle, and then head over here to take Saber Mountain. That's unless somebody else decides to declare war on us. We actually have a call to Wa available to us. So would we want... I'm not going to do it yet. And the reason I'm not going to do it just yet is because I need you to have more units. The more units you have in your army, the bigger your WoW army will be, unless they've changed that mechanic as well. And so I want him to be a full stack, and then we will declare the WoW. And it's okay, because we're getting other benefits from being right here. As long as we continue to fight battles, this is not going to be too big of a problem for us. Meanwhile, yep, we're still getting 2 skill points per level. Just checking the chat. Garrison mod is excellent because you can focus in difficult campaigns to more strategic and less tactical aspect. Yeah, didn't think about it that way, but I like it because I feel like the settlements should feel... First of all, they shouldn't change hands as quickly as they do in vanilla, and it should feel like an actual accomplishment when you take one, which is not really the feeling that you get in regular vanilla. Okay, let's give you the boys. So we finished off this. So now all of our orc units are +6 melee attack, +8% weapon strength, +7% for the missile damage for the missile units, and 8% for the reload speed. So that's good. I like that. And then we're going to continue to also make Grimgor himself tougher. We'll give him some melee defense here. Okay, you, Scram, you're the goblin big boss. We will give you damage walls and stalker. You can have blade shield. And the same with you. Okay. Alright, and so, what we want to do then with Grimgor is get him moving up in this direction. Unless those Chaos Dwarfs declare war on us, then I'm going to pretty much ignore my southern flank for the time being. I don't want to pick a fight with these guys because they have probably at this point 2 full stack armies, and in addition to that garrison, that is basically a very tough nut to crack. I could probably afford another army. What is our upkeep for some of these units? I don't think I'm going to. I was going to recruit like a crap stack army just to be able to get the WoW army with it, but no, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather get some halfway decent units to fill out this army right there. Okay. Meanwhile, we do have enough money to be able to afford continuing to improve our settlement here. And let's check our diplomacy out. We're only 68. Tuscans, no, again, I want to fight them. I don't want to be nice to them. Okay, let's go ahead and do another intern, I guess. I can't... like I said, I'm going to put this off. Don't think there's anything else I really need to worry about. I think what I'll probably do for this episode is go as far as finishing off the dimmed suns there. So a couple more battles probably at least another hour or so, but we'll play it by ear. At some point I'm going to want to break for lunch.
quest has been issued.
Okay.
Lord. A great adventure beckons. Be wary, though.
All right.
For while the potential rewards are great, so too are the perils.
So this might actually be worth doing. Let's see how tough the enemy is. So this, I'm not going to read out the flavor text. Normally I do in my Let's Plays, but it is a little time consuming, I guess, for me to read that out. So this is for us to get Gitsnick here. Enemy forces. Okay, at first glance, that certainly looks beatable, but I am concerned about how strong those characters might be, and also that steam tank and that luminarch. And also, you always want to worry about reinforcements expected. So, yeah, let's... Oh, we got an unhappy populace. We might actually be close to a rebellion here. I'd better check that out. Yeah, we're at minus 67, but we're only losing 7 per turn. And we do have this building built, so it's not looking too bad. Do we need replenishing? I am going to... Okay, you know what? I might not finish off Tusk Sons because I might do this quest battle instead. Oh, holy cow. Wow, look at all of these caravans. Okay, we're not at war with any of them. Is it possible that any of them are coming to us? I'm trying to remember if Black Fang or any of the greenskin settlements are a target for caravans. I don't think they are. Let's go ahead and get that set as well. I don't think they are, so I'm not likely to benefit from any of those caravans. All right, I think then what we're going to do is we'll do a quest battle here. So let's go ahead and check this out one more time. Not that, Michael. This right here. Michael, stop clicking on the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. Reinforcements. Okay, so this is interesting. I'm going to read the flavor text after all to get a sense of what those reinforcements are likely to be. Another orc war boss was said to have found a powerful axe and headed north in search of some Humies to try it out on, but the silly git met a powerful Empire force at Blackfire Pass and was defeated. Presumably, the magic Choppa remains with his corpse. All indications are that the Humies remain in the pass, preparing to march back up north, but they might be persuaded to stay long enough for Grimgor to have a crack at them. The Black Orc war boss orders his mob to march on the pass and to announce their approach by burning everything en route. The Humie scum will have no choice but to stay and face a far deadlier threat than that Pretenda that now lies rotting in the pass. So, there will be no friendly reinforcements at all. But the Empire is going to get reinforced. Rebels are the best trainers for the army. Let it happen. Yeah, believe me, I actually I use that quite often. The problem with it is I would regret having built this. I could always destroy it, I guess, and allow the rebellion to happen. Do rebellions happen at the same speed in Radious as they happen in Vanilla? I don't see anything here that makes me think that they would happen faster. Yeah. I could move this army out, and I actually could do raiding, but I don't really want to sacrifice the money to do it. But yes, ordinarily I do agree with you. Rebellions are a great way to get some experience and loot. Okay. Anybody have any opinions on this this quest battle? Like, as in, if I could, again, try to click the right thing here, Michael. As in, that army looks very, very beatable to me. I'm a little surprised that it's telling me the balance of power is where it's at. I don't think it would be an ambush. That army looks beatable, but I do wonder about the reinforcements. Well, you know, it'll be I like for the troop selection. Oh, okay. So Thomas, you have experience with Radious, so feel free to give me advice. I think I'm going to go ahead and fight this. It'll make the campaign more interesting if we lose it anyway. So let's go ahead and hop in. It says Pyrrhic victory. Okay, so we're going to get dwarfs. We're getting dwarfs plus the wow, the gyrocopters and the grudge throwers there. It'll, I guess, depending on where they appear and how late into the battle they appear, I certainly think this is still going to be winnable, but it's definitely a lot more challenging than it looked with just that original army right there. Okay, so we're probably just going to want to charge straight forward. The range on that Luminarch is 300. The range on the steam tank is 380. The range on our Doom Divers is 400. So we very slightly outranged them. All right, let's go ahead and fight it. And in typical greenskin fashion, in typical Grimgore fashion, I'm just going to charge straight ahead, guns blazing. At least it's not an ambush.
This is it, boys. Time to give this emperor a right smacking. Me and the immortals will lead from the front and seek out that Ponzi crown-wearing git riding his big pigeon. My axe, this nigga's somewhere in that pass. A bag of teeth to the orc that finds it and hands it over. Any of you think you're gonna keep it instead, well, you'll find my boots so far up your ass, you'll be tasting squig leather until you die. Which will be straight after. Anyway, let's give Gork a show. Get smashing! I want this pass filled with blood. I want the zoomies to remember my name for years and years. Remember Grimgore!
Okay. Let's see here. I think maybe... I'm not so overly worried about his missile units that we necessarily need to come through the trees. However, they do have a ranged unit advantage over us, so maybe we, you know what, we'll send Grimgore and his Black Orcs. We're going to send you guys right up the middle. They can shoot at these guys. That's fine with me. Then we're going to get you all crashing through the trees. And you guys over here on this side. So let's get you all now on 3. You guys on 2. You guys can join 1. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. You guys are now mounted, which means you're fast. You guys are now my 5s. And we're going to try to get you around. Let's get our 3s moved over just a little bit so they don't get in the way. Yeah, you guys head... If I can select you. Hello? Guys, let me select... Why is it not letting me select them? There we go. Okay, you guys get around and hit them from the flank. You can be with these guys over here. So you are on 2. My 5s are ready to do an end around. Now you... I want you to go ahead and be right up here. No, not great. Let's put you here. You can fire at the crossbows most likely. So 1s straight up the middle. I think we're going to start with the 5s here. Okay. 5s, boom. You get forward. 2s, you guys get through the trees. 1s, you right up the middle. 3s now. Just go charging right in. 5s, yep, you keep going around. And, oh yeah, I want you shooting at... Actually, shoot at that Luminarch. Okay, now, our 2s over here. Get like this. Our 3s like this. 5s get around over here. 1s, how are we doing? Not quite there yet. If any of their characters come forward, we'll get them. Okay, let's go and get you on them. You guys get around over here and get in on him. 1s, you try to get in on him. And let's go ahead and do this. And our 2s now, some of you are already engaging that Luminarch. That's good. You guys over here, keep going around. Ooh, you've taken some serious damage here. Oh, there's the gyrocopters. That's bad. Okay, there's all the dwarfs. Okay. Let's get our 2s. Alright, there's just not a whole heck of a lot we can do about the gyrocopters, unfortunately. We're just going to take the casualties because there's nothing we can do about it. Try to get in on those crossbowmen at least. Let's get you over here on them. Let's get... Holy cow, what the heck happened over there? Let's get all of you guys moving over this way. One of you can keep fighting that steam tank. Okay, let's get you firing now at those grudge throwers. Actually, no, fire at those quarrelers right there. 1s, how are we doing? We're still working on him, huh? Okay, you guys over here all need to get up this way. You and you need to keep shooting at the gyrocopters. Okay, we're taking an awful lot of damage here. However, we almost have him down. You guys try to get in on him. No, actually, you can help out on that steam tank. Okay. Let's get you, Grimgore, chasing after him. You two, stay on him. You guys stay on that steam tank. Okay, over here. My goblin big boss. Let's get you helping out over here. You guys help, try to get in on them. You get in on them. You guys over here, try to get back here. You guys back here. Okay, let's go ahead and do our wah. You, where are you at? Let's get you out. How are we doing right here? Yeah, we are taking massive damage from those gyrocopters, that's for sure. The Empire are all but defeated. Finish them off. Yeah, well, we're working on it. Okay, you try to get around onto them. Okay, over here, you guys are still shooting at them. That's fine. You guys, come on, keep trying to finish him off. Grimgore, where are you at? Where's Grimgore? Where are you at? Okay, get you. Yeah, go ahead and get in on him as well. Try to take him out, and later on, I'll get you on the. The Dwarf Lord. You can already go ahead and get on that Dwarf Lord. You guys, let's get you on them. How are we doing over here? We're on them. That's good. You guys try to get on them. You now. Try to hit. You know what? Just get out of there. Just get. Okay. Grimgore, how are we doing? He's still not down, huh? Let's go ahead and get you two helping out over here. Let's get you around a flank somewhere. How are we looking over here? Stay on them. You finish them off. You finish them off. You guys are on them. That's good. Okay, you. I thought I told you to get over here. Let's get you on them. How are we doing on these gyrocopters? Grimgore, you are still trying to take out that steam tank, huh? Right here. Okay, broken. Up. Okay, you chase them off. You can help out. Never mind, you're not needed there. Get you over here. You get in on him. Yeah, you run them off. You get in on him. Right here, we're doing okay. You guys... Oh, no, that's where they are right there. Okay. You guys get moving away from that... from those gyrocopters. Okay, let's get over here, Grimgore. Try to take out the Dwarf Lord. Okay, we took some massive casualties. However, we're clearly going to win. I don't know if we've lost any units. I hope not. Okay, let's get you helping out over here. Grimgore. You should be able to do this now. Yeah, you guys just keep shooting him. Keep shooting him. You guys just try to move around and distract those gyrocopters for the time being. Are we not finishing him off? Come on, guys. Over here. Running them off. Okay, these guys are recovering. Let's get you around and charging into them. You guys... Actually, you can help out here as well. Okay, how are we doing here? Keep moving. Keep moving. Okay, we took out the Dwarf Lord. That probably should just... Nope, they are not going to break, are they? Everybody else broke, but the gyrocopters are not. However, they should have to land now. Shouldn't they have to land? Guys, keep moving. Oh, no, they don't have to land because that guy is still alive. Alright, let's get you out of there. Let's get you out of there. Grimgore. Let's get you on him. Okay. You guys try to take them out. You guys try to distract those gyrocopters. Okay, he's broken. Can we finish him off, please? Now, okay, they're now all broken. Okay, without ground units, the flyers would have had to fly away. I presume we killed him? I hope so. I think they don't attack until reinforcements come attack with artillery in range. Yeah. I wasn't sure where their reinforcements were going to come in from, and I didn't want to run the risk that they would come in behind where we started, and our Doom Diver catapults would be vulnerable then. So that's the main reason why I moved everybody forward right away. That plus, even though we slightly outranged them, they definitely still had the artillery advantage over us. Okay, how are we looking here? We're just over 2 hours now. Let's reassess how things look here when we look at our situation coming out of this quest battle. Okay, nobody died. None of our units got wiped out, so that's good. Obviously, we got very good money, very good experience, pretty good scrap, and of course, most importantly of all, we got Gitsnick. I'm not happy that Dwarf Lord appears to have gotten away. Obviously, it doesn't matter. It's just a quest battle, but we should have gotten more loot, I presume, if he had not gotten away. All right, anyway, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and... I'm pretty underwhelmed by that army replenishment. I think we'll take the money. And we unlocked the Moon Howlers. Got ourselves a giant spider. We got Gitsnick. Very good. Okay. And we do get some extra army replenishment as a result of that. And I believe that now frees... Wow, look at all these factions encountered. That's what happens when you teleport around the map. Okay, so... Grimgore, now that you're using Gitsnick, that freed up another weapon, the Shrieking Blade, to give to somebody else. We will give that to Hack Rotgut here. Ancillaries-wise, nothing to do there. Let's go ahead and assign the skills. I think we will do Hard to Hit. Do I care about Unbreakable? Not really. For the most part, I doubt if Grimgore is going to be breaking very often. Armor is very underwhelming. Again, I wish Radious would have changed this. But when you're starting out with 145 armor already, an extra 15 does not feel like it's worth 2 skill points. So instead, we're going to take the Wound Maker, and we'll go ahead and give him Deadly Onslaught. And that might be it then. I might at some point give him the extra hit points, but it's not a priority. I'll probably start giving him some of these other things instead. Now you, Goblin Big Boss, I think I've literally now given you everything that applies for Field Agent. I guess Cleanse Corruption technically is still, we can do that as a Field Agent. But at this point, I'm going to go ahead and start giving you things that are good in battle. After all, we do sometimes obviously use you in battle. And Hack, you, goodness gracious, 4 skill points. Blade Shield. I'm going to give you, no, I'm going to give you Wound Maker. And Smash him faster. What is this Martial Mastery skill dump? Available at rank 25. This is because you get too many. Yeah, this is just... I'm assuming you can still reach level 50, which means you end up with, what, an extra 98 skill points from leveling up, which means you'll end up with way, way more than the 49, or yeah, the 49 that you get in vanilla. So that's what these skill dumps are for. I can't say I'm crazy about that particular mechanic. It is what it is. Anyway, you still have another skill up, so we'll go ahead and maybe give you... I'm going to give you Crack some meds as well. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing for you. Okay. Grimgore. Even though you took pretty significant casualties there in that battle, you get really good replenishment now for... I don't remember now how many extra turns you get the bonus replenishment. Casualty replenishment for 2 turns. Okay. So I don't really need to put you into a settlement. That being said, I might do it anyway. Let's see just how much more replenishment we get. 31 per turn.
Let's go. Corpse fist.
45 per turn. Yeah, it's worth it. Okay. We're going to lick our wounds just a little bit here in Gorger Rock. We are going to recruit into this army. Make him as big as possible. We'll get you... What do you have? Spears here. That's probably enough spears. Let's get you 1 more arrow boys. No, 2 more arrow boys. And then... a bunch of these. Since I can't really give you any cavalry yet. Okay. And then next turn might be a good time for us to launch the Wa. You'll get a pretty good sized Wa army. You will get a very good sized Wa army. We meanwhile, we haven't gotten any of those yet, of course. Okay, I think what we're going to do, I think I may leave it there. I think that feels like a pretty good breaking point here for this campaign. We'll see. I mean, this was a test of Radious, and I've gotten enough of a sense with Grimgore already to see that I don't want to say it's too easy, but the advanced start has really made this beginning part feel a bit too much on the easy side for my personal preferences. Obviously, it's very subjective. I may try Radius next time with a different legendary lord, because this feels like on turn 6 we are already off to a really good start here. All right. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to have some lunch. Go ahead and take an episode break here. Thank you all for sticking with me this long. I very much do appreciate it. You guys are all heroes as far as I'm concerned, and hopefully you'll be able to join me again in the next live stream. I'm not sure when that will be, but anyway, of course, I have Let's Plays on the channel as well, and hopefully you guys, at least some of you, can enjoy those as well. So, all right, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and I shall see you again next time.